have more information for you as soon as it becomes available. One other thing, the chief mentioned that the wing of that plane detached and was in the neighbor's front yard. So we don't know how this happened, Darren. Obviously, a lot of questions right now.
Let me ask you, Aaron, were you able to talk to any witnesses that were outside or in their homes when this happened?
Not yet, Darren. We are hoping to talk to some witnesses shortly, and certainly they've been talking to the fire department. They said that they got a call from someone in the area that the plane had crashed into the house. I asked the chief, had anybody reported any sounds coming from the plane that might have indicated any problems with the plane before it crashed, but he's not sure about that right now. This is just still very preliminary right now. They're just trying to get that fire out. Take a look at it again here. You can see the smoke back there. There are crews all over the place. Police have streets in our area shut down near the zoo, near Capitol Street. Chief, do you have an update for us?
Yes, I do.
Okay, Chief.
Where's everybody so I can say this one time?
We're live on the air, Chief. Okay. What can you tell us right now?
Right now, we just got word that the plane came from Hawkins Field. It had just apparently taken off, and apparently they must have had some trouble. There was at least 3 people aboard. Right now, they're not accountable for it right now. So that's what we have the latest. There was at least 3 people on board.
And you haven't seen any sign of them?
No. The resident, it was only one resident that was home, and she was able to get out of the residence.
What have witnesses or people in the home been able to tell you?
Right now, of course, we can't tell much. We can't say much because that's all part of the investigators are actually interviewing as we speak. But the latest update is there was at least 3 people aboard. It was a single-engine Cessna.
And how widespread is this fire? Are we talking? Obviously, we're pretty far away. We can't get a good look at it. How widespread is this? I know there's jet fuel that we concerned about.
No, not at the moment. Not any further. Right now, we were able to contain it to the structure itself. So we're actually, if you see, we're actually extinguishing it as we speak.
How many units do you have out here?
At least 7 units that are out here on location as we speak.
Okay, so the search continues for those people on the plane?
Yes.
Okay, anything else you can tell us, Chief?
No, that's the latest update that I have.
All right, well, you just heard from Chief R.D. Simpson of the Jackson Fire Department. Clearly still a lot of answers we need out here, but they're saying they've contained that fire. They're just working to put it out right now, and the search continues for 3 people that were reportedly aboard that plane. Darren?
How close to the zoo are you? Just out of curiosity, Aaron. Can you hear me, Aaron?
Sorry, can you say that again, Darren?
Yeah, just to let our viewers know, we've been talking about this was very close to the Jackson Zoo. Give us your location to where the zoo is from where the crash is.
Okay, so the zoo is this way. They've blocked off traffic. They've dropped traffic near Capitol Street there, and some of the streets just coming down here towards Reverend Marcus Butler Drive. So it's right around the front of the zoo. If you pass the front of the zoo, that is right around where police have started redirecting traffic there and shutting down streets. So definitely affecting those areas there. They basically just closed off the whole square around where this house is, Darren.
And just to reiterate, Aaron, the chief just told you a couple of seconds ago, 3 people were on board the plane. They are unaccounted for. But as far as the people in the house, they are okay?
He says that there was, as far as he knows, only 1 person in the house, and he says that person got out okay. So right now, again, the search continues for the people that were in the plane, and that's all he could tell us for now, Darren.
Okay, Aaron Kelly, live for us. Of course, we will have another update from Aaron later in the show, and I want to give you a little bit more background about what we have learned about this plane crash. Authorities say the pilot of the plane declared an emergency shortly after taking off from Hawkins Field here in Jackson. Officials say that pilot did try to turn around and make it back to the airport, but as you can see, the plane did go down. This type of plane can seat up to 6 people. We have learned that 3 people were on board. They are all unaccounted for. A worker at Hawkins Field tells 16 WAPT it was a test flight when the plane took off today. As you just saw, AMR and fire is on the scene. A home is completely on fire, fairly close to the Jackson Zoo. Of course, there are reports of injuries, people missing, and we will stay on top of this story and have an update later in this newscast. One other news tonight.